Hi guys, please watch till the end if you'd like to see how I made this steam fish. If you'd like to see how I make steam fish with okra, with Easter just a week away, I'd say, or a couple of several days away, and spring has arrived. Spring has begun in Canada, thank God. I hope you will enjoy this video as I show you how I make steam fish with okra. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and comment down below. So guys, for the steamed fish, I'm working with these two fish and I'm just gonna trim the tail because as you can see, the tail is very very long. And guys, I also have a video out on how to clean your fish and season your fish, and so because of that I won't be going into depth of how to clean your fish. You could watch that video, okay guys, for those of you that are not accustomed to cleaning fish. And then I like to put a little slice here in my fish. That way when you're seasoning it, you're able to get into the flesh and, you know, get the fish to absorb the seasoning better. And guys, when you're buying fish, your fish eye, I had this fish that was soaking into lemon, baking powder, and vinegar. But when I put it in the water, the eyes wasn't so gray. So guys, because it was in the vinegar, why the eyes are looking like that. But if you go to the store and your fish eyes are looking this way, gray, then the fish is not fresh. But this is fresh fish, you can tell on the inside. And you know, you scrape. I had this fish clean for me. The fish was clean for me at the store. So when you go to the store, you ask your, you know, whoever serves you the fish, the fisherman, to clean your fish. I paid an extra $1 to get my fish clean. So I'm gonna season this fish for you to see. Yeah, I'm not cutting all the way in, guys, just a bit of a score there into the fish so I can season it. And then over here I have some provisions. I'm not sure what luck I'll have with this breadfruit, guys, but I have a video out on breadfruit. I'm gonna put this breadfruit and the yam into the oven with the plantain. That's the bok choy there. And I have seasonings that I'll show you in a minute. So let me just clean this fish up and then season it. I love fish, guys, but it's very raw. So, you know, you use your lemon. And around Easter time, guys, Easter is coming and, you know, everybody's buying fish and preparing fish. So I thought, why not make steam fish for you to see? Because I've already showed you how to fry fish. Right, so now I'm doing the steam. Wash it carefully and clean. And guys, for presentation purposes, I won't cut it. But let's say, for example, I wasn't presenting, I probably would cut it in half and put it in the pot. You could cut it in half, but for presentation purposes, I will not cut the fish in half. So guys, I have some seasoning here, and I'm gonna be seasoning up rubbing the bok choy. I took one bunch and took the leaves apart. So that's the baby bok choy. And guys, the choice is yours what you want to put in your steamed fish. Okay, so that's the bok choy, and then I'm gonna be rubbing up I have here, this is celery leaf, thyme, and I have okra and a sprig of onion. Here, onion and green onion, scallion, and I diced half of a scallion there, and carrot. You know, guys, as much as you wish to use. So then you can put like 4 strips of each color pepper, and a peg of garlic and potatoes. So happen that I have, guys. You don't have to put all this. You put whatever you want in your steamed fish. So then I'm gonna be putting the pepper. And the carrot. I'm just gonna be putting some seasoning onto this, guys, powder seasoning, and rub it in so that it blends in, because you know that your seasoning has water and the herbs has water, so you have to give it some flavor. The okra is gonna be left for last. Actually, the okra, I think I'm gonna put everything in to cook at once, because the fish takes no longer than 10-15 minutes to steam. And then this is scotch bonnet pepper. So I don't have any salt, guys, but you could use salt depending on what seasonings you're using, because some of these seasonings are very salty, and I'm not gonna measure, okay? But if you want to measure, go ahead and measure, guys. Go ahead and measure. So the adobo seasoning is salty, so you know, half a teaspoon you could go with on the herbs, fish seasoning. If you don't have fish seasoning, guys, you don't have to. So you could put half a teaspoon of each of those seasoning. And guys, it so happened that I have Old Bay seasoning that I got at Walmart. I've never used it before. Guys, the seasonings are strong. Old Bay seasoning is salty, so start off with half a teaspoon, guys, and whatever seasoning you want on your fish. You don't have to put all these seasonings, but you don't want it. You want to put something salty. Your all-purpose is black pepper, and you could put some paprika, all-purpose seasoning, little salt, black pepper, and your allspice. That's it, basically. Like all the Old Bay seasoning and all that I'm putting is paprika. You don't have to. Okay, guys, so even though I'm shaking on here, especially the salty ones, start off with half a teaspoon, or you can use your judgment. I'm just gonna rub this herb in, rub it in, give it some flavor, because I wanna stuff the fish with this. And if you want to use less herbs, guys, you don't have to use all this amount, just a little bit, because I'm only making 2 fish. Guys, I'm telling you, the scotch bonnet pepper is not even burst. I didn't burst it, and I'm tasting the spice already. Old Bay seasoning, it's spicy. The Old Bay seasoning is spicy. So now that I have my seasoning rubbed in, I'm gonna put this on the side. All the herbs that I showed you. And then now I can put my thyme, and I'm gonna put everything. Oh, I have potatoes, guys, the little baby potatoes. As I said, you don't have to, right? My garlic. So everything I'm putting except the okra. Okay, I'll put the okra in at the end. And now let me season the fish. gonna put some fish seasoning because I'm working with fish. The paprika. Actually, I'm gonna put everything, guys. You know, like I like to work with spice. So the paprika is spicy, so not a lot. I would say dashes, guys. Dashes of paprika. On the inside there. And as I said, if you want to measure, go ahead and measure. But this is spicy, so I won't work with too much of it. I think this is for seasoning. Is fish seasoning. Black pepper, not too much. You don't even need the black pepper with all the other spices. But you have to season your fish head, guys, you know? Because by the time the water is added onto this thing, the adobo season is salty, so put it on sparingly. The seasons are very strong. Old Bay season, this is spicy. So use sparingly. Guys, the seasoning is so strong. Okay, so I put the paprika. Yeah, everything is gone on. And I didn't add salt, so if I find that it needs more salt while cooking, I can add you know, a little bit of salt if I want to. And then I'm gonna stuff this on the inside, guys, with just thyme, pepper, and onion. Stuff the head with whatever you want to put on the inside. Everything is not gonna get in. Everything is not going to go onto the fish. Celery, whatever, thyme. I like to use thyme when and the onion. Celery maybe. And guys, between here, you know, you rub it in. Rub in the seasoning. I like when my fish has flavor. This is salty because I'm not using salt, which is why I want the seasoning to go on it. But you have to don't shake it too hard, guys. Lightly, right? Shake lightly, and I like when my fish head is seasoned. But I find the Old Bay season, it is spicy. As well as if you don't want to use the adobo, you can use salt. Very good there. Now I can add the okra. I'm gonna put everything on, guys, and cover. So guys, I'm gonna put some allspice. You could pound it up if you want to, but I won't pound it up. And then I choose to use avocado oil. You could use olive oil. And then I'm gonna pour, if you want to measure, guys, you can measure a tablespoon. Put it on the fish, individually on the fish. And then you could add butter. Put oil all over. So maybe you could work with 6 tablespoons or as much oil as you want to. And if I find that it's not salty enough while cooking, then I'm going to, add some something salty, whether it's salt or. So let that marinate, and now for the food stuff, provisions. I'm gonna rinse this out, guys, and pour it onto all this flavor that is. So that's about 1/4 cup of water. Pour it on, guys, the minute I put it on the stove. So guys, I turned the stove on, and I'm gonna put some more. Some people put butter, but I think avocado oil is the healthier choice, so let me pour some more. Like, it's up to you guys how oily, right? Up to you. So I'd say for the 2 fish, maybe 1/4 cup of oil, or I'd say 1/3 cup of oil, 1/3 cup. And then, you add more if you feel you need more oil on it. And then this is the water. This is 1/2 cup of water, 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup. And then I'm going to, I like when my fish, I don't want it to stick, guys, so I'm gonna just add the water. And I have the flame up on high. As soon as it comes to a boil, then I'll turn it down and get the fish to steam on 3. So 10 minutes should be good, guys, for steaming the fish. And this is much easier than frying. So guys, it came to a boil, so I'm putting it on low because I don't want to add too much water. So I turned it down on the lowest setting for it to steam. I put the stove on either 2 or 3 is good. So guys, because I had to be adjusting this flame, I had to turn it up more because this pot I'm using is very thick. And it's almost 10 minutes, so for me this is not ready because, well, the fish may be ready within 10 minutes, but I don't find it to be boiling enough. And then the fish is ready for me as soon as the okra cooks, which is why I put everything in at the same time. And I don't want the fish to break, so you use a broad enough. Egg lifter, or to turn it. Use something broad enough to turn the fish. And I didn't turn it up too high at first because I didn't want the fish to stick. Okay guys, so I keep lowering the flame, but then I find the water wasn't boiling, or there was not enough heat on it. So, and at this point, as long as my fish has flavor. So guys, I think I'm gonna add some butter onto the fish. See, it's a good thing I cut the tail, guys. So it depends on your size pot. You may have to cut the fish in. And this is a big fish also. Okay, so depending on your size fish and the size pot, you may have to cut the fish in half. But for presentation purposes, I have to turn the stove up halfway, because I don't find it steaming fast enough. Let me get the butter. I'm gonna be putting this much butter, guys. The base of butter. You see, basil, basil, BECEL butter is good for the heart. So yeah, got my butter on it. And then as soon as the everything is ready, I'd say. So anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes, guys, your fish should be good, and it looks good. I love it. I don't want it to mash out too much, okay? I don't want the fish to get smushy. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna taste it, because my fish has to have enough salt for me to enjoy. Fish is something that is very funny, at least for me. If there's not enough salt, like not salty, guys, but you know, flavorful, like reasonable. I don't know what's reasonable for you. So you're gonna season to taste. Even though I season it, as long as it's not too salty. If it's too salty, then there you go. That's not what we're aiming for. And you can use whatever butter you want to use. If you want whatever oil you want to use. It's not fresh, and my potatoes are here, guys. So as soon as these things are cooked, the potato especially, and for your steamed fish you don't have to put potatoes. Okay, I just had, yeah, everything is good, but I think the fish can take a bit more salt. So I'm gonna put because I didn't put the natural salt, I'll put salt just onto the liquid, guys. And then I'm going to try and spoon it up. And get a spoon. So guys, it's the steamed fish is served with here I have some crackers, and I add a piece of yam in the oven that I roasted, and the okra and green banana. I'd like to say happy Easter when it comes. If I don't get to say it before then, I'll say it now. Hope you all have a wonderful Easter. It's good, guys. Food is good. I love it. It's not too salty. It's perfect. With a piece of yam I put in the oven. Roast yam. I love yam. I love yams, good guys. I love yams. Yellow yam. I love yellow yam. And guys, we also have our steamed fish with crackers sometimes. Guys, this with a cup of tea. Delicious. I'm not exaggerating, guys. It's perfect. Perfect. Truly is good. And guys, please be careful of fine bones. Okay? Be careful when you bite into your fish for this Easter, especially you Jamaicans. So guys, thank you for joining me once more in another video, and until then, ciao.